What's going on, guys? In today's video, you are going to see me hanging out with Big A Customs and Daniel Grand Custom on Instagram. Two guys that I've known for quite some time now, that we met through sneaker cons over the years and have interacted. I'm a big fan of. Big A has done a lot of my, custom cases where he takes designer leather goods and he repurposes a lot. The guy's become kind of like my go-to, well, for not only me but for the entire sneaker community. Daniel Grand is kind of like his Robin the Batman kind of thing, and he does a lot of customization, restores, and repairs of sneakers, and takes designer leather goods and applies them onto, sneakers like Air Force Ones and stuff like that. So these guys came into Vegas for 48 hours. I picked them up late last night. They're staying at a hotel here on the Strip. We're gonna go pick them up. We're then gonna take them to the store where they're gonna look at about 300 plus pairs out of Fat Joe's personal collection that need sole swaps or have crumbled, so on and so forth, because they're gonna kind of work their magic and bring them back to life. And we're gonna give them a tour of the existing store as well as the upcoming store. And I'm sure there'll be a couple jokes in between, because every time we get around each other, it's always a joke or two. And this is me trying to give you a little bit more content, because we've been kind of slacking in that department, and I'm excited to kind of get back on that horse and do what we do. Enjoy the vibes, guys. Since it's your first time here, welcome.
A little 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom home in Florida, in the hood of Orlando.
Well, in the sneaker game, it's a 1 of 3. I created my own Dewey Decimal System. So if you look, especially at that wall, there's all sorts of different colored labels, right? Every 10,000 SKUs, I change the color of the label, so that way I know that when I'm looking for number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it's going to be a certain color. And then when I'm looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I know that it's a pink sticker and it's a size 7, I just cut my time in looking in half.
Sure. What does it take one of your employees to pull a pair of shoes? 5, 6, 7 minutes?
You time that, really?
No, I'm just
not
saying.
Even.
Oh,
Not
no,
even,
good.
dude. You'd be surprised when I first
No,
came
when you
here.
so you got a good system.
Yeah.
Then. You got a good system.
I know for some people that are looking at it, it just looks like boxes.
Yeah.
But let's just say, for sake of conversation, every box costs $300. Right?
Yeah.
Go ahead and walk around and take a look.
This is very, done very well.
Extremely.
Yeah.
Nice and clean, neat. No interruptions. Yeah. And that was only a portion of his collection, right? Wow.
Thank you, bro. Wow.
That is wild.
You would have to remove the original coating.
Yep.
And then redo it.
And redo
You
it.
have to acetone
And
it.
hit it about 3 coats,
Yep.
4 coats.
Yep.
And
Absolutely.
The amount of history that's in this room is outrageous.
Yo,
Yo,
bro.
this is incredible.
Let's see a pair.
8 pair.
8 pair. Let's see 8 pair.
Is that one of them?
So this is in the no good pairs, right? So this is in the no good pairs. These are one of the pairs that I would like to sell you, so you guys pay what you gotta pay and fix what you gotta fix. This at some point is going to separate.
Absolutely.
This is something that you'll have to separate and then re-glue, and then you're good. I don't have time to do it.
How's the material of the midsole as far as? No, it's solid. It feels pretty good, actually.
Oh, shit.
You have to take it down?
So this is my first time coming back to the store since we left to Miami. I've been really swamped. I've been home now maybe 3 days out of the last 15 days. My family, Daniel and Big A, are here in town for some other little side project that we're working on that you'll get to see later on in this video. But this part of the video and this part of our day, I'm giving them a sneak peek at what the new Urban Necessities is gonna look like. This was an old Gap store that is 18,000 square feet, and it's gonna be the new Urban Necessities. So I'll give you a quick rundown. Right where you're standing, from right here to that wall to there, is going to be a Billion Licks. Billy's the logo for an ice cream milkshake shop that we're doing.
Oh shit.
And it's gonna be called the Billion Licks because Billy's real name is Billion, Billy UN.
Yeah.
So we're gonna use her as the mascot for the ice cream and the milkshakes.
Oh, yeah.
On that side, literally from right here where this part of the ceiling is, all the way to the end, and then wrap around, is going to be a 130-foot run of sneakers, 12 rows high. That is 2.5 times bigger than my existing sneaker wall. There used to be where you see this rip on the ceiling, and soon to be this side. There's going to be about a foot wider here and a foot wider here. Glass shelves, glass walls, about 4 or 5 feet wide, 12 feet long, 12 glass shelves on the inside. There's gonna be a 3-foot gap in the middle for us to be able to walk, and a foot gap on each side for you to be able to walk. So it's my feet are a little off.
Is all shoe display?
It's gonna be shoe display, glass display, but the reason why I'm making it glass was because you see the windows. I'm not putting anything in the window, and when you see a 130-foot wall run of sneakers, I don't want anything blocking.
Of course. Makes sense.
The ridges for the glass are going to have lights that shoot across, right? I used to have light boxes just like that one. There, I took them down, I'm storing them. At some point I will bring them back. I'll have artists draw on them and we sell the canvases that are gonna go on those light boxes. What's gonna happen is where there's all that opening, we're gonna put glass all the way across. And when it's all said and done, and I get my lunch money in order, this is going to be a 17-foot tall, 75-foot TV. That TV is 300 grams.
What's the size of it?
17 feet tall, 75 feet long.
17 feet.
Yo, that's crazy.
So I'm 6, so 6, 12, 18. So it's 3 times
Your height.
3 of me. Yeah.
It'll be like 8 of mine.
Or like 2 of me and 1 of him.
I knew it. I knew
And
it. It'll
about
come.
70,
Try to beat it.
and about 70 of you long.
Yeah, you're right.
So then, yeah, so we'll go this way. Sorry for the mess. I know it's fucking up too.
No, this is good. This is beautiful because when we come back, we'll see the finished project.
So again, this is gonna be all the way down. We're going all the way. It wraps all the way around. These pillars, I'm going to put canvas on all the pillars, and I'm gonna have artists from all over the world come in and blast, kind of like what Sleeps did,
Yep.
and blast the walls. Joe's gonna do one for me. So this is all gonna get gutted out. And then at some point here, there's gonna be like think jewelry box displays. And this is where we're gonna do like our trading cards and watches. All this is gonna be sneakers. And
You
the
said trading
fucking-
cards?
The shelves are shaped like half pipes. And they're glare free. Custom built. This used to be 15 fitting rooms. So I knocked all this down, as you can see, right? There was fitting rooms that way, there was fitting rooms this way. All this is gonna get gutted out. I'm gonna keep 1 or 2 storage units. There's 4, second floor, we walk up with fucking, that was all handmade.
What you got planned for the floors, Jake?
I don't know.
But that was vinyl wrappers.
No, that was handmade.
Wow.
Watching TV, sports, video games, just going on, and you're walking past them all and you're like, what the fuck's going on over there? Why are all these people?
So this isn't a store, bro. This is like a whole experience.
Yeah,
That's what this is gonna be. This is gonna be way different than what Urban Necessities is today.
yeah. So up here, you're gonna have 5 tattoo sections, which are kind of already gonna take off. Glass in between. 5 award-winning tattoo artists will be on this side, with the main booth being back there. On that side, it'll be barbers. Here, I'm more than likely bringing the TV that I have in my other store and I'm yamming it in there.
Yeah.
Right? Then back here, this will be my consignment intake. This tile is gonna get ripped out. I'm redoing this tile, Urban Necessities. This is what retail will be held to as the standard. And if it ain't better than this, you probably shouldn't do it at all. Because you got people like me that are gonna come and try to make it like this or bigger every time. And I don't let up.
But what about the guy that's starting off like you started?
Dream bigger than me. I'm proof that you could get to where you want.
Yeah, but you can't just, this is like the end of the marathon right here.
Is
bro.
it? I think this is the start of the race. I just heard the shot go off.
So what was your first store?
I was training.
It's kind of like what I told my daughter. So my daughter just started her own little salon.
Okay.
And she was super, super scared. And Dad, I don't think I want to do it. And I was like, yo, you're 22. You're technically still a baby. I was like, yo, babies gotta learn how to crawl. Then they gotta learn how to stand. Then they learn how to walk. And then they learn how to run. I was like, yo, chill. Like,
I'm not in no rush. And I knew for me, this is what the final form of Urban Necessities needed to be.
okay.
I knew that from the beginning, but I couldn't just come in and do this from the beginning because 1, I didn't have the name,
Finances,
2, I
yeah,
didn't have the
of course.
relationships, 3, I didn't have the finances, 4, I didn't have the wherewithal, I didn't understand the work ethic, there's so much that I didn't know.
Right.
Now I know. Now I feel like, yo, I could run a store of this magnitude.
You've proved it, yeah.
No problem.
Absolutely.
But this is my guinea pig. And this is the start of my race. Because if it works here,
It'll work
and
anywhere.
it becomes what I see in my head, it'll work anywhere. And when I come for everywhere, it's gotta be bigger than this.
Coming to a city near you.
So Joni, listen. For most people, this is a dumb, ignorant purchase. For me, it's not. For us, it's not. Because what I was thinking is since this just came out yesterday, right, we should take this, I should rock it once or twice, and then I'm gonna give it to A because it's got over 60 crosses on it. And we found out that if you're friends and family for Chrome Hearts and you want to get crosses put on them, it's about $75 to $100 per cross,
patch.
right? So there's 60 of them here. So that means that there's 60 iPhone cases here, plus buckles, plus this, plus that. So yeah, I paid $5 for this, but
Yeah.
it's kind of nice. And it lays really nice, you see, for me to put all my sorrows in.
Really, what are you gonna put in that?
I'm gonna put all my debt.
Just going down, and then it's gonna have crosses on the edges. Mark, look, I already said it. Yeah, this is gonna go right down the middle of the phone case, and then we're gonna take the cut pieces of the crosses and we're gonna put them on the edges. It's gonna be probably the illest phone case you've ever seen in phone case history. That's a fact.
Fire, bro.
And then we're gonna make mask out of the black and out of the white. So just stay tuned, it's going down, promise.
Let's get it.
Surprise!
Yep.
Grab me a knife.
Gotcha.
Hi, Joni. There's 3 pairs
Three
of shoes
pairs.
in here, Joni. This one's a size 7, Joni. This one's an 8.5, Joni.
Other size?
And this is at 8.5, Joni.
So,
How much you got me?
Mucho.
Oh, yeah?
and she said it in Spanish.
These are fucking nice. I don't even normally like pinkish shoes, but this is nice.
That's definitely like a sound. Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure. That's
yeah.
beautiful.
Okay, well, I got these for myself as well because, you know, the couple that matches together stays broke together. What? No,
Something like that.
something like that.
What's up, guys? Welcome to this episode of the vlog. Today we will have some people coming to look at these shoes so they can customize them.
Well, this is what we're gonna do. We are going to gosh, I really need some sleep. We are gonna take everything off these. Give me 2 racks for now to start. Empty them out, put them on the floor. Okay. Then we're gonna separate them, and so then when these guys come, you'll have a post-it, this rack, blah blah blah, just to speed up before they get here, so we could handle it. So, give them a hand. Put the
yeah.
Now that Joe's shoes are here, we're really going through separating, finding, really processing, understanding, is it wearable, is it crumbled, has it separated, are the logos cracked, are they replaceable, can you restore, can we do any recon? So Daniel Grand and Big A Customs, guys that I've known, that I met through SneakerCon many a moon ago, this is what they do. Daniel actually took the shoe surgeon class online to do recons and stuff, and these guys are gonna come in, they're gonna buy a bunch of this stuff, and they're gonna repair it, and then they're gonna sell it through their platforms, through their website, online, at SneakerCons. It'll have certificates that they've been authenticated, and I found a whole stash of bibbies that are crumbled, which hurt my heart. Ray Allen's, from when he was with the Supersonics, Gary Payton's when he was with the Lakers, that, like, I would love to sell, but because they're so beat up, and it's not that I can't sell them even beat up, it's just that, look at it, we're running out of room. We're really running out of room. We're getting ready to move to the store. You know, repairing 300 to 400 shoes would be a lot of labor on our side, and it's not time that I have to invest, so I'd rather let my family make money with us, instead of us investing the payroll. There is money to be made there, I just don't have the time, and these guys are people that I trust and I want to make $1 with, and Joe was cool with me selling all of this at a flat rate to these guys, stuff that we worked on in the past. So they're here 48 hours hanging out, and I just sifted through, what do you think, 300 pairs? 316 pairs. We did that in 35-40 minutes. I'm good, huh?
Yep.
So check out all these crazy shoes that are all beat up. 317 pairs. He was going through things. Look, Terror Squad Jordans, right?
Crumbled.
Yeah, I've seen these on TV, and I don't even know if I've seen this particular one on YouTube.
Look, Ray Allen's.
Wow, look at these, bro.
Right, yeah.
It's not something you see every day, bro.
But that's another PE. But you got work. You got to find things.
What are these, like Ray Allen's? When he was in the Seattle
Ray
days, yeah, it has to be.
Yeah, it's either Ray Allen or Gary Payton. Look at that one. Another Bibby.
This is when he went to BB's crib? And
yeah, probably.
Honestly,
and honestly, I could definitely save this for sure. I may have to just undo it, clean it up, and reglue it.
This is what we gotta look at as the balance out to the bad.
This is DS, by the way.
Yeah, I see that.
I gotta be very careful on how to actually treat this. Remove the old adhesive, because believe it or not, this is just hard glue on it. So I have to remove it and make sure I don't remove the lettering, as well as here, and then reglue it. It's gonna take a little while, a lot of effort, but we'll make it happen for sure. What was the one?
Joe's was crazy, by the way, last night. Was it called Joe's what?
Joe's Stone Crab.
Joe's Stone Crab. Not to be confused with Joe's Crab Shack.
What's the wine you had us try?
Oh, that wine was crazy.
Silver Oak Cabernet.
Phenomenal, by the way.
Yo, the fact that he got his name on these shoes is kind of crazy.
I gotta try and save this.
Yeah.
Is that it says Protege too on the, I don't know.
So I started in 1999. I was inspired by Dapper Dan back in Harlem. Seeing what he used to do to me was like a dream, man, you know, but it wasn't something that I could afford as a kid, you know? And by a kid, I mean I was a young teenager. And I was like, how do I get myself a pair of customs similar to the ones that Dapper Dan makes? And one thing led to another, man. I made my first pair and they were horrible. I literally used my daughter's scissors and Elmer's glue to make them. And I wore them in the streets. People loved them. They asked my info. 22 years, I'm still here doing it, man. Nice. So yeah, it's a pretty cool story.
So I started late 90s, early 2000s. I was inspired by hip hop. At the time, I remember seeing a few of the popular rappers with custom Air Force Ones, the Gucci, and always looked up to that. I couldn't afford it. Started painting on shoes since I was an artist from a young age, and never gave up on that. I always wanted to do something with that. I couldn't afford it. I made sure I did it myself. A lot of them were crappy, like A says, but the passion and the determination to never give up. Fast forward, I ran into A about 6 years ago.
I'd say it was about 7 years
ago at a local Nike clearance store. We used to pick up some gems there and customize them. And just kind of kicked it off, exchanged numbers, and just began to chop it up. And about 2.5 years ago, A was so busy, you could tell that.
So I stopped doing shoes 3 years ago because my accessory business just blew up to a point where I can't handle it. And I've never had anybody work for me, so I technically stopped doing the custom shoes and focused solely on the accessories. And months would go by and customers kept asking for shoe orders, and I was like, yeah, next month, next month. And a year went by and I wasn't doing shoes, and I'm like, man, if I could just have someone on my team to do shoes. And I immediately thought, man, Daniel paints, but I know he has a passion for the custom world. Why not give him that part of my business, you know? And I did just that. I called him up one day and I was like, yo, Daniel, you got a few $1,000s you ready to invest into some machines? And he was like, what do you mean?
Yo, that call was
life-changing.
It transformed my life, and not only my life, but the life of my family. So I owe this man a whole lot, and I'd rather say it publicly to acknowledge that. But it's been a movie since then. He took me under his wing, showed me everything that I needed to know, and I continue to depend on him to learn more and more. But it's been a movie, and I'm excited. And I love what I do, so it's been a privilege.
Yeah, when you do what you do, when you do what you love to do,
facts.
It makes it that much easier. And I mean, look, it's brought us to Vegas. We get to travel the world doing what we do. You know, the passion for shoes, man, isn't just in the U.S. It's literally all over the world, bro.
Facts.
You know, and we technically stopped traveling in the beginning of 2020 due to COVID. You know, but it's February 2021, and we're here, and hopefully we'll get to travel and things will start opening up, and we'll get back on the road and get to see our fans and everybody else that's out there that shows us love, man.
I miss that.
Yeah, me too. Me too, man. But this collection right here, this is gonna be fun, man. This is something I've never done in my 20+ years of customizing. Bringing back this, it just can't go to waste. This is absolute history. Even the regular Air Force Ones, it's still the fact that, you know, Fat Joe to me is, when I think Air Force One, I think Fat Joe. I mean, the epic licking of the shoe, and just, you know, being a Brooklyn kid. I'm 42 years old, so I grew up in that era, seeing him with the TS Air Force Ones and all that. And to own a piece of that history today and being able to restore that and pass it down to somebody else, bro, that's in the books, bro. That's in the books.
It's an honor. Seriously, it's an honor. It's an honor. This collection is legendary. And he said regular Air Force Ones. I have yet to see anything regular.
Yeah, so, but I mean regular, like it doesn't say TS on it, or it doesn't have the Bibby stamp on it, or something like that.
Incredible.
But
it really is.
You know, the shoes even crumbled is art to me.
So just so everybody knows, what we are doing is we're taking a look at all the gems that we have here. Some of them are going to need some TLC.
It's like 300 plus pairs, by the way.
Some are going to need soul swapping. Some are DS, and they're ready to go. So we're going to go through them. Whatever needs some taking care of, we'll take care of it. That's what we do. And soon you'll find out where we're going to, as far as letting them go, and getting them out to the public.
It'll be weeks, if not a few months, because we don't want to just, these shoes can't just go out there like that.
Right,
you know,
facts.
One by one, we'll fix them, we'll clean them up, whatever needs to be done. And the ones that can't be fixed, like you can't find the sole, we'll let them go at cost, maybe, or just a few dollars more. You got to keep in mind, we had to travel out here, we got to ship them back. It's expensive. It's not just the shoe cost. You know, no one does all this to break even at the end of the day, and I hope you guys understand that. And like I said, man, you're buying a piece of history here. So,
facts.
And if you're looking for something from the Fat Joe collection that isn't part of this, Urban Necessities is gonna have 1,500 plus pairs if I'm not mistaken. So
Yeah,
you know,
correct. A little over 15.
Yeah. So we gotta go through the rest of
Let's
these
get
and see what we can do here.
Whatever.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
hard to say.
Yeah. No, this can be saved. See, this is one of those pairs that
See the midsole?
it
Press
just
on it?
no, it's
Yeah,
bad.
see?
It's bad.
Yeah, the midsole has to be replaced. Though.
Yeah, but like, if you have a sneaker room,
Those are fire.
This is a beautiful piece you could throw in your sneaker room and be like, yo, these belong to Fat Joe. He had these for over 20 years. I mean, look at just the nostalgic, the patina. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's fire,
honestly,
bro. Shit. Look at what an amazing shoe, man. Look at this. It's never even been unlaced. You know? Just look at that. Wow. Damn, he never even got to wear them.
No.
He bought them fresh from the
Off
store.
the shelf?
Yep, off the shelf. And just, that's what I call Fat Joe FU money.
Saw them today and was like,
These are so fire, bro.
Look at these P's. With the 7 in the
Wow.
back.
That's tough.
DS, never worn.
See, these are clean right here. And if this needed a sole swap, nah, it just needs a good deep cleaning.
No, remember,
no,
this is
something's
rubber.
gotta.
Oh no, these are gonna crack for sure. But I mean, like,
No, these. Yo, you're good.
you think so?
The design is from 1985, right? And the material they used to use on the midsoles back in 85 is completely different than as technology advanced, the soles got softer, they were more responsive. And that material gives out way quicker. That's why you still have 1985 originals, Jordan 1, Chicago 1s,
Still standing.
with the same midsole. So this is gonna last a lifetime. You know what I mean? The upper will fall apart before this midsole. I can find a midsole and repaint it. I would just have to separate the outsole to salvage it. That way you keep this beautiful outsole. It only makes sense.
How do you buy midsoles at 20? You buy.
No, I was exaggerating.
no.
There's no 60, 70 is the cheapest when it comes to something like that.
Remember,
and then you're adding.
we have Nike outlets, like 5 of them near us.
Okay.
So we'll just
we're
go
blessed with
hunting, and we'll straight go to the size 12s, and whatever we can find, we'll grab.
Yeah.
50,
Doesn't matter the
60
color.
on a midsole. And then maybe about 3 to 4 hours labor just to separate the midsole, clean the midsole. You got to remove the
All
glue,
the residue,
and then add new glue. Then it takes some time as far as the shoe curing. You got to leave it sitting for 24 hours. So it's a lot of time and effort that's going into it. But a lot of these are worth it to save them because they're gems, and you're not gonna find this ever again. You know what I mean? So we're saving history, per se. So
Nice.
it's fire.
That's stock, bro.
They're starting to come back out too.
Yeah, bro.
All the patent leather.
Yeah. I'm gonna be real with you. I see myself keeping about 10 pairs and just building like a little on my wall somewhere. I think it's fire.
And glass and glass.
Can you treat leather and bring it back, or is some of this
Not
just
after
like,
those cracks.
Yeah.
So
not
the
a-
problem with that leather is that it's clear coated. After they dye it, they clear coat it to protect and preserve. But once that clear coat is on there, in order to moisturize the leather, you have to remove the clear coat. And so in this case, doing that will do more damage than it does anything else.
Yep.
So
To the actual leather.
Correct.
Yep. This has to come back to life.
peep that.
This can't.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. This can't just.
Lasered.
Wow.
Wow.
Recognize.
Yo, fam.
Yeah.
These are a gem.
Yeah.
DS. I don't even think Joe wore them. Nah, he didn't.
Same
These
here.
are fire, bro.
Same here.
It has masks on it.
It's the COVID.
Leather midsole.
Yeah, right? Yeah, rare air, right?
Fire.
The last shots, yeah.
This midsole is good money. The only thing you
The yellow
run
one?
into sometimes, depending on the
look,
year,
look.
is the separation of the midsole, or excuse me, the outsole. But these were either kept in a cooled environment because they're not separating at all, which is great.
Yeah. There we go.
We got some bibbies, player exclusive.
See, stuff like this we have to bring back to life.
Correct.
I mean,
But you know what? The midsole is solid. The
Yeah.
outsole is solid. DS completely DS. There's so many
Yeah.
DS sneakers here.
brand new.
So these are gem.
Because before I throw this out, I'd rather give it to someone just for the nostalgic point of having a pair of bibbies in their collection, you know, for $100. Like,
Yeah.
this has to go to someone. It can't go to the trash.
1000%. But peep game.
Oh.
18, isn't it?
TS exclusive. Let's see if the labels say
Let's-
it.
let's look for
Some
it.
of these don't have labels, you know what I'm saying? They just don't have labels, so
Yo, Dub Zeros, bro.
remember these?
Woo.
They have the lasered ones, but these are actually embroidered.
Bootleg shoes ever.
Right.
I remember that back in 08, 07.
Everyone was bootlegging.
Oh man, it was heavy, bro. They made them with SpongeBob.
Peep game. These are actually lasered and embroidered all at the same time. I don't remember that being the case. I don't know if these are more exclusive, but yeah, they have the lasering and the embroidery.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
So here,
yeah,
this is something you will not find
ever.
You got the Mike BB10 there.
Wait, let me not say ever, because the internet.
Nah, there's a few out there.
The internet is animals.
It's undefeated, but you know.
Yeah.
Look at the leather on this.
Big A said never.
Yeah.
Think again, bro.
Well, we challenge you. If you have them, bring them out. Bring them out. That's what we're here for.
All right, but you probably don't have them dead stock. This one. Same shoes. Pair of twos. Team 9. Just a lot of, I mean, like I said, man, these need a new home. Even if they stay as is, bro. Dead stock also? Yep. Brand new.
Oh, these are Gary paintings. That's what they
are.
Gary
paintings, yeah.
Yep.
He was 20? Is that what it is? Or that it? Oh, it says it on
GP. Yeah, GP 20. Yeah.
We got to slow down on these. Let's just dedicate a few seconds to this.
First of all, rest in peace to Kobe, man.
Shout out to his family. Yeah. God bless them.
To all of them.
Yeah. And everyone who actually lost their life.
This has to be restored and has to be in someone's collection. This is a must. But thank God on these, it's a leather midsole, so there's no cracking here. This will be removed completely. All the glue will be cleaned out and re-glued down.
These are TS as well.
So far, that right there, those three.
Those are the only two they're not taking.
These are Gary painting PEs. You got the 20 in the back. That can be fixed. Midsole is solid. Outsole. These have been worn maybe once or twice.
Yep.
Look, another PE.
Tu pagas less than 100 for your midsole.
These are Gary painting PEs.